it's so good to see you. First off, congratulations. Things that man know that it's premiered, it's live. Where are you right now, by the way? Are you on set?
I'm in Nashville right now. I am on set. We're filming something a little special. I can't say it right now, but we're having a great day. We've got the whole band here, and I can't wait to share with y'all what we're doing.
Oh man, well you shared a lot with us today. Let's talk about the video for a second. First off, how are you feeling? It's out into the world. This is a special song for you. Walk me through that.
I mean, my goal for the entire thing was, for people to first off just connect with the song in general and, feel something. But I wanted to do something that, made people just feel it in a different way. People who knew the song top to bottom, know it by heart. I wanted them to watch this video and see it from a different angle. And I think that's exactly what happened. Everybody so far is seeming to absolutely love it. I'm proud of the thing. It took so many people to get this thing where we wanted it to be, and I'm proud of it.
Lainey, I'm not exaggerating. I watched it. Full body chills. I was like, I did not see that coming. But I mean, it's heartbreaking. It has a twist and turns. When you were thinking back to the vision board of the creation of it, what were you hoping to evoke these emotions in people? What was kind of the goal there?
I've had so many people reach out to me about this song, different scenarios and stories. I've had guys who really did give up and got it wrong. I've heard from single mothers. I've heard from one person even said that they were about to go through a divorce. She sent this song to her husband. He kind of snapped out of it once he heard the song. And, my goal was for people to really see it from a different angle, maybe a situation that they would have never expected. I think so many people, especially people who had a rough childhood, I think they'll be able to watch this video and really connect and relate to it. And at the end of the day, this song is really just about having good character and treating people the way that you want to be treated, and the golden rule. And that's something that every single one of us ought to know. And it felt cool to step outside the box for a minute and just be creative in a different kind of way. And this is my first real music video, and I'm so proud of the thing.
Dang, you should be, Lainey. That's awesome to hear, and so interesting to hear your thought process through it, because like you mentioned, I didn't even think about from the child's point of view of watching something like that, but you're right, that is another angle that a lot of people will probably relate to. Now we have a couple guests that we want to bring in too. We have the directors here, your stylist, which by the way, we've talked about your style before, but the layers were fire. And we also have the Riley who plays the dad and the husband.
Yep.
Hello. Riley! How are you guys?
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Now we were just chatting with Lainey. Tell me a little bit about playing this character. First off, let's dive into the emotional aspect of it. Walk me through how you got into character, playing that, what that meant for you.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. Like I said, the production team, I showed up, and Lainey's team, they made everything so simple on our end. Obviously, Kristen killed it, who was the other actor in it. But for me, I didn't know exactly showing up what the full plan was with everything. And then once they explained it, they just did such a good job taking it scene by scene and kind of giving us a little bit of time, but really describing it so well that it made it pretty simple on our end. And I was a little bit scared going in. It was actually the first video I've been in, so I was just hoping and praying I didn't mess it up for Lainey, and so that was what I was hoping for.
It was funny. He walked through the door and he was like, "This is actually my first music video." So you shouldn't have told me that.
I know. That's why I was like, dang, my honesty. I cursed that honesty coming through. I was like, I shouldn't have told her that. She's got way too much going for her to be riding on my shoulders with it. So
you could not tell. It looked like you've been doing that your entire life.
I appreciate it. No, it was all the production, everything. They were incredible, and they couldn't have made it more simple on our end.
Lainey, how did you know that Riley was the perfect fit for that character?
Well, my gosh, also Sean and Chris really had a lot to do with, picking the actors and stuff like that. But as soon as he walked through the door, I was like, "That's the daddy right there. I know it."
She's got a serious dad look to me, apparently, huh, Lainey?
Well, Riley, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on the video. And we'll see you more on iHeartCountry, I'm sure, and more Lainey Wilson videos.
All right, come on.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, Lainey. Congratulations. So happy for you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Congrats.
Of course. Thank you.
You bet. Take care.
So we have half of Julie and Jerry. Jerry, thank you for being here. Now, as you discussed, we're talking about the video. How do you feel seeing Lainey in the video that's live to the world? Talk to me about that.
I bawled crying. I saw Mandolin, her manager, shared it with me a little bit ago, and I bawled crying then. And then I bawled crying today, seeing it again. I was so glad we had an hour so I could re-make up before y'all saw my face. It's so emotional, the treatment that they did. But then also just knowing all the work that went into it, all the talent, it just proud mama.
It seems like such a seamless match between you two too. Had you guys met before this and like worked together?
No, but it's a really funny story. Julie, my partner, had found Lainey through the Instagrams and everything, and she was like, "This is our girl. This is the girl we want to work with." And this was like a month or two before we had been reached out, before the manager reached out to us. And so when we got the message from Lainey's manager, we were like, "Oh my God!" It was like kismet. We were so excited. And then the first time we met her in person, we were like, "Are you kidding me? She's just amazing." And
These girls, like, they become like my sisters, like I said, and they know what they're doing. When I'm telling you right now, like, they just come in and they're like, "Hey, what about this?" Things that I would never in a million years like dream up. And I'm like, dang, I kind of look cool.
This works. Yeah. No, it's so funny because I met Lainey recently. This was like, what, Lainey, like a month or so ago, a little,
Yep.
a little before that. And one thing that we dove into was your bell bottoms. I was like, I have to talk about the bell bottoms. I have to know. And in the video, were they leather green? What were the pants? I was obsessed with.
Yeah, they're like, what material would you consider
I
that?
think they're a stretchy, like, blend
They're
material.
stretchy. I ain't trying to get my butt into a left pair of bridges, girl. I'm telling you right now. No, but they're nines. The lady is out of New Orleans, my Louisiana people, and she makes the best bell bottoms. I'm actually wearing a pair of them right now.
Of course you are. I love
She's
it.
amazing. She custom makes everything to fit, so it's just amazing. And actually, for this video, I think she stayed up one night and cut a new pair of pants and FedExed them to us. So, like, she's just made the vest was hers too. She's amazing.
Okay, here's my question for you both. The looks were they were so good. Was there one that almost made the cut that didn't quite? Were you like debating between a few, or did you know from the beginning, this is what we want and this is how we want to style Lainey and this character in this vision?
Well, we had, everything you put on Lainey looks amazing. So it actually is hard to pick. Which, the one with the vest and the tie, we were like, hands down, that goes in, right? We were like, everybody was like, that's just amazing. But yeah, no, we were really excited though with this one that, like with the song title, Things You May Not Know, that we could really bring in some touches of masculinity.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's like such a cool contrast immediately, because you've got Lainey with like the gorgeous hair and she's so pretty, and then just to bring in that masculinity, just instantly it's interesting, right? Instantly, like, that creates some interest and reflects the song. And so like the necktie was something we started playing with first, but we can't tie it normal. Like, we can't just, people have been styled in masculine wear before. We have to do this like special. So like literally Julie and I stood in our style studio and like retied ties in non-traditional ways, like probably for 2 hours one night, trying to figure out like, how do we make this
Amazing.
Yeah.
Jerry, you guys did such an amazing job, and thank you for being on the live today. This is so fun and get to celebrate with Lainey. We're going to bring in the directors next, but it was so nice to meet you. And tell Julie that we said hi. Sean and Chris, let's kick it off with you guys. First off, congratulations on the music video. It's amazing. Tell me a little bit. Lainey and I were talking, but talk me through the creative direction and honestly the idea inception. Where did this come from?
So I think Lainey, actually it was Mandolin, Lainey's manager, that contacted me randomly over Christmas and just said, we want something that people can feel. It was challenging because the song is just so emotional. So you had kind of just matched that. So me and Chris just kind of put our heads together and we just tried to think of something that was like, that would draw your attention and draw you in as much as the song does. And so that was kind of our basis for kind of creating in this whole story and this whole world.
We wanted to try to put a little spin on a different spin on the song too. Like, like you said, it's such a powerful song, such a good song, lyrically, everything. We wanted to try and, create those twists and turns like you were talking about, just with a completely separate thing, make people guess, keep them engaged and draw them in a little more. Like, that was our focus behind that. So we just tried to come up with, a story that was going to be relatable, that everybody would love. And like I said, that was a little different than the actual subject matter of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, for all of you, Kurt too, when you saw the final video today go live, what did you feel? How was it? I'm sure that was such a proud moment. Walk me through those feelings today.
Yeah, it's just awesome to be like even slightly involved with such a cool music video. I loved it. And Chris begged me to do it. He's like, please, I need you for this. I can't do this without you. And I said, well, you know my rate. And so he said, okay, I'll pay double. So yeah, so I play the cop in the music video. I don't know if, for everyone who hasn't seen it yet. which was
we
a
honestly,
blast.
We just
Like,
wanted to showcase his beard.
Honestly,
Yeah, like people need
We
I look
needed
nothing
it.
like a cop. I look like someone a cop would arrest probably for sleeping in the streets. Yeah, Chris was like, just really sell it, act like this dude really did all these terrible things. And the first time I put Riley in the cop car, he had his hands cuffed behind his back. So when I threw him in, he like fell down and then had his cuffs on. So yeah, but couldn't he couldn't catch himself, so he just like ate shit. I don't know if I want to say that on there, but I was like, I didn't know his name, and I had just met him. I was like, sorry, handsome actor guy, I just like totally rocked you in the back of this cop car. Yeah, and so him and I became buddies from that, just from me like kind of roughing him up a little bit.
Manhandling him.
That's actually hysterical. Is anything planned, scheduled? What's the latest?
We've actually got some stuff coming up next week out west, and that's happening. And we're doing a few shows with Tracy Lawrence and Justin Moore, which that was the tour that I was on right before the shutdown. So we're finishing up some with those guys, which I'm just tickled about because those are just two of the best dudes around. We'll see, fingers crossed that everything kind of sticks, but June, July, we're ready to rock and roll.
Ooh, I'm so ready for that.
Me too.
Y'all, congratulations. Things a Man Oughta Know out now. Thank you guys all for being here on iHeartCountry. Hopefully, Lainey, we'll all be at your show soon, singing, jamming out. I can't wait for that.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We'll see y'all soon. And thanks, everyone, for watching.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.